G'day and welcome to EscapeArtist. This is the 4th episode in my Chasing Sand series where I'm looking for the best beachside camping that I can find in southeast Queensland. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you where we are, where we're going and how we're going to get there. This trip starts in Gladstone, Queensland, so I'm probably pushing the envelope a little bit there as far as southeast Queensland goes. We're kind of a bit more central. And Gladstone's a little bit like the sacrificial lamb of Queensland. It's where all of the industry happens. You've got coal, you've got gas, you've got alumina, there's manganese or magnesium, I'm not sure which one. They export logs, just everything happens through this harbour here, which has a really deep channel to allow the boats in and out. And over in the distance there you'll see there's a big gas facility, and that's what Curtis Island is famous for. But we're actually going to jump on the ferry today. We're going to head way over here to a little village. We're going to go and explore the rest of Curtis Island. That's not what you want to see every day on your way to work, is it? Plan your evacuation. How are you getting out when shit gets real? Far out. So I'm down at the ferry nice and early, ready for 8 o'clock takeoff. And I'm really pretty excited about this one because I haven't been to Curtis. I used to live here in Gladstone, live and work here with a mate. And we always wanted to go over to Curtis, so it's kind of been on the bucket list for a while. And he's with me today, and he's in his 4-wheel drive. So as you can see, the motorbike's all naked. There's no gear on it, so that's going to make it fun. I'm really looking forward to riding in the sand without all that weight on. Anyway, it's going to load up. We've hopped off the ferry, a little village on the south of Curtis Island, funnily enough called South End, and we're heading that way. Absolutely cracking day. Brian running away to not be on camera. This is Turtle Street. It's a campground here, you can camp. It's a really important area for turtle nesting. it's just beautiful. I'll tell you what, having that weight not on the back of the bike makes such a big difference. Wherever you can, I highly recommend you get yourself a Brian to carry your gear. This is Joey Lee's campground. It's also pretty nice. But Brian and I are liking the idea of being tucked into those casuarinas back at Turtle Street, so we'll head back there for the night. 2 nights actually, which is a nice little luxury to have afforded ourselves a couple of days here to pitch camp and just chill, go and explore a little bit. Looking forward to it. What a beautiful place. I left Brian back at Joey Lee's, which is way over in the distance there. I left him there. He's heading back here, but I took off in front in the bike and fair dinkum. It's been that long since I've ridden this bike unladen on tracks like that. I've forgotten how much fun it is. It's such a good bike, and I know a KLR is, you know, not considered a great bike, but wow, that's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The difference it makes, it's going to sound really obvious, but you know, the difference it makes from having the gear and not having the gear, the bike just corrects itself so much more easily in the sand, and you know, you can get some momentum up along those tracks and over the whoops and stuff without worrying about that massive shift of weight as you go up and over or around a corner. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, if you are coming places like this and you found that you've struggled through the sand to get there, maybe set up camp and go on your bike with all the gear off. It's a lot of fun. Well worth doing. Anyway, it's definitely time for a beer. So if Brian would hurry up with all of our gear so I could have one, that'd be great. Officially, Crocodile Country starts north of the Boyne River, and we are north of the Boyne River. But Brian assures me there's no crocodiles. Are there any crocodiles, Brian?
No crocodiles. None.
There's no crocodiles. So the ocean's looking pretty good. So on Brian's advice, I'm going for a swim.
Do it.
This could be the last footage you ever see. It'll be entertaining if nothing else. Sensational. another beautiful day, and the tide's going out, so I'm going to head as far as I can that way. There's a lighthouse right on the very end. I'm going to see if I can get there. The maps show that the road sort of stops short of it, but there's a big long beach there that almost goes the whole way, so I'm hoping there's maybe a track at the end of that. Have a look. So here's something I don't fully understand. The motor vehicle is restricted. Motor vehicle is not permitted on the track beyond this point without written authority under the Nature Conservation Act 1992. Penalties apply. Cars, trail bikes, four-wheel drives, any other form of motorised transport. I understand there's conservation, but it's government-owned land, or land owned by the people. Look at the road. It's not really a track, it's a road. I don't really understand what limiting myself or other, sort of recreational motorcyclists or four-wheel drivers. I don't really understand how big an impact we can have when the road's already a road. I'm sure there's someone out there who can explain it to me, but it baffles me, and that sort of cuts short my journey in an attempt to get to the lighthouse, because penalties apply. And it's just, I'm not really prepared to pay a whopping big fine. Anyway, yeah, it kind of shits me a bit. Anyway, never mind. I'll head back to Turtle Street and chill out there. Have a nice day in the sun and relax. It's not all bad. come over to the point to have a look at the rocks. Some of the formations here are phenomenal. Just check it out. I've just been for a walk along the beach just to check out the other campgrounds that are available. There's not many, there's maybe a dozen at a push. I'm not sure what the official count is. But the campsites are so unused that there's no car tracks going up into them. You've kind of got to just go, well, that looks flat. You walk up in there and there's a nice little tucked away area. It's really very cool. Not particularly popular for some reason, but it's just stunning. This has been an amazing camp. I just had no idea it would be so beautiful and so peaceful here. So as far as the camps that I've been to, I know I said that King Kuna was my #1 favourite, but I'm relegating that to second place over this. I think affording yourself the time to stay for a few days is well worth it here. There's lots to see and do if you're into just sort of walking around and having a look at rocks and caves and just the beauty of this area. It's not a lot of riding to do on the island, and getting here is a bit of a journey. It's reasonably expensive in comparison to other places, but I really think it's worth it. I really do. It's just been fantastic. And again, it's the middle of winter and I'm swimming at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's got to be good. Through the trees there, should be able to just make out the gas storage facility, which is actually 3 companies store their gas in one facility, and that's probably a big part of the reason why you're not allowed to have fires in the national park, because 25 million tonnes of gas is the capacity of that. So they don't need bushfires, and then you can see around here there's been controlled burn-offs. That would be a very, very big bang. is either Graham's Creek or Ship Hill. We're not really too sure. It's one of the two. I don't know. Ask Brian.
One looks like a creek though, so...
One looks like a creek, apparently. Anyway, it looks nice. But look at that. Oh, it's a crocodile. That's where I'd live. How many crocodiles are out there, Brian?
None.
There's no crocodiles out there. Fucking bullshit. Beautiful day. That was such a good ride in. It really was. Just a perfectly formed gravel road. Perfect. And that's apparently because of Bechtel, who are the company to look after the construction of the gas storage facility. They do things properly. What a great road. Anyway, gotta get back to the ferry. And so another journey comes to an end. And that's been 3 very fun-filled and relaxing days spent in sensationally beautiful surroundings. I highly recommend you put Curtis Island on your bucket list of places to go, or if you're moving from south to north or north to south down the Queensland coast, put it on your list as a place to stop, but certainly give it more than one night. Stay for at least 2. It's a pretty big effort to get here, so one night's just not going to do it justice. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and if you have, please hit like, subscribe, maybe share, and I will see you next time on Escape Artist. I want to say a big thanks to Brian for all your help in making this trip what it was. It was just fantastic. So thanks for being the absolute champion that you are. Good on you, man.